Well, I'm just happy she gave me the wedding present and all wedding presents. The library will never want for anything now. Isn't that the truth? Thus, a new day had truly dawned between mother and daughter. Maura Beth had never gotten off this easy in any long-distance conversation since her college days, and it made her feel like there was nothing out there she couldn't overcome. Imagine her dismay, then, when the first thing that greeted her upon her return to work was a breathless and anxious-looking Renette, who did not even offer so much as her usual girlish smile or ask for any of the delicious honeymoon details. "Councilman Sparks wants to see you in his office as soon as you get settled," Renette told her, the urgency clearly registering in her voice. "And it's good to see you again, too, Renette," Maura Beth replied, still managing a smile. Then she welcomed her sweet-natured, teenaged assistant into her open arms for a heartfelt hug. "Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Mayhew. Miss McShay. I'm gonna have to get used to your married name now," she continued as the two women walked into Maura Beth's crowded little office and sat across from each other. "It's just that so much has happened since you left, and none of it good." "Really? I can't imagine what could have you this upset. Although I understand the part about Councilman Sparks. I should have had you wear a garlic necklace until I got back. Did he tell you what he wanted with me?" "No, he was just very rude with me over the phone. He told me to tell you the moment you got back from Key West, and I quote, 'to get your little gallivanting honeymooning librarian self over to his office.' It's a stretch not to say he's probably up to no good as usual." Maura Beth shrugged, tossing her auburn curls with defiant nonchalance. She had been there and done that more than once with Councilman Sparks. She had won a year-long operational reprieve for the old, worn-out library she still occupied, and then, with a little help from her friends, had boldly finagled the construction of a brand-new, state-of-the-art facility from Cherico's virtual dictator. So what could she possibly fear now? Surely Councilman Sparks could not even be thinking about scuttling further construction of the new building. Why, the foundation had already been poured out at the edge of Lake Cherico, and even before she left for Key West, the first of many concrete pillars had risen to outline her pride and joy and the legacy she would leave to the quirky little town of Cherico. "Of course, whatever Councilman Sparks has in mind is not the only bad news you'll have to deal with," Renette continued after an awkward pause. "Some more stores are closing, and there's also been some unexpected criminal activity since you left. It's almost as if someone was waiting for you to leave to go into action. It happened down at the Twinkle when no one was looking. Some big tips right out on the table were stolen. It makes me so nervous since I was broken into once and had all my electronic stuff carried off. I don't think I could stand going through that again. I couldn't get a good night's sleep for weeks." "Yes, I remember you telling me about what happened to you," Maura Beth said. A thoughtful frown broke across her forehead. "But why didn't you let me know about any of this while I was in Key West?" Renette drew back, giving her a thoroughly skeptical glance. "And ruin your honeymoon? Now, Ms. McShay, got it right this time. I was not about to call your cell and tell you stuff you couldn't do a thing about way down there at the tip of Florida, at least not until you got back." Maura Beth's laugh was brief and gracious. "Good point. I'm sure I would have been annoyed if you'd actually done that." Her frown lines grew even deeper as she reflected. "Wow. Was anyone hurt at the Twinkle? Is Periwinkle okay?" "Yes, she's fine. Everyone down there is fine, except for the missing money." "Have they started investigating it?" "Yes, they have. It's the talk of the town. Miss Periwinkle can give you all the details when you catch up with her, but I can tell you she's really upset that someone would do something that mean and low down." Maura Beth was squinting now, trying to visualize criminal activity at the Twinkle of all places, but there was a complete disconnect in her mind's eye. "These days, I'm surprised nothing's been caught on someone's security camera. Miss Periwinkle doesn't have one, but she was in here the other day asking if I'd heard anything from you, and she said she was seriously considering adding a camera to protect her restaurant, but she was shaking her head all the time about it and saying things like, what was the world coming to with people nasty enough to snatch up Miss Laylee Bevan's tips? I don't blame her. Here I was thinking that Cherico, Mississippi would be the last place on earth to worry about crime of any kind." Maura Beth observed, her face a study in disbelief.